expand the issue to talk about illegal immigrants from Ireland and the New York area, or illegal immigrants from China that are coming in through Canada and the Seattle
Sweden,
area.
Israel.
Or when I want to talk about, illegal
Germany,
immigrants from Israel that are in, Florida, because sometimes they overstay their visa.
Right, they do. They overstay their visa. A long time
when you want to talk about that, they don't want to talk about that.
Right.
When I even throw in the Hondurans, the Salvadorans, the Ecuadorians, they don't want to talk about that.
Right.
They want to talk about the anchor babies from Mexico.
That's right. Thank you, Lise Al. Thank you.
Well, the
Al.
Wouldn't you say the reason why is because Arizona is so connected to the Mexican border, and because it's about the border. But it's interesting. It's also a weakness. Let me finish. This is also about a weakness in the whole of the wall that other countries are coming here. They're terrorists. They're coming from Iraq and Arab lands, and they're coming here. And of course, the cultures do look a lot alike. They're learning to speak the dialect, and they're coming over the borders. Now, you cannot deny that, Mario.
The U.S. government, yes, I can deny it. I'm denying it.
Immigrants that are Hispanic are coming
here. The FBI has already stated that the most, and your own intelligence community has said that the most risk of domestic terrorism is not coming from immigrant populations. It's homegrown Americans like that blew up Oklahoma, and all your people out there getting together on their weekend warriors. That's who your government is afraid of. That's who they know. Go read your own stats. That's where your threat is coming from.
The bill has illegal are coming from other countries, and they're acting that they're Hispanic, and they're not.
I don't know. I know Bill Clinton feels that way, but I still
that's the statistics. I read the left. I read it.
Yeah, I still feel that.
And you read what you read is wrong.
The issue is much bigger than one country.
You got a real person telling you that there's bigger issues here.
As opposed to imaginary
persons. The law in Arizona, it just requires the police officers to identify. It requires people to have their driver's license and to be able to.
Which we already have that law. We already have a law that police can ask you for ID when they need to, right? Exactly. Why do we need a new law?
Because
we already have a law. I grew up with white police asking me for ID. Believe me, lay on the sidewalk, ID all my life.
Give you a ticket for not having a driver's license and just let you go.
Right.
They need more than that.
Yes, I think they do because what's happening?
They abuse that.
Like in LA, if they give you a ticket for not having your driver's license, you just show up to appear. Well, if you gave a false identity, they're never going to catch this person. They may give a false identity 4 or 5 times.
Well, Al, we've got about 3 minutes left. Let me just say this. There's 2 parts that everything that you say is right on the money. Obviously, this man has issues. That's why he's on the wrong side, and he hangs around Democrats that are losing. He's on the wrong side.
We had a couple of agreements.
That's right.
Yeah,
I actually Al, like I said, at least Al.
Well, some days I don't like Mario because Mario is wrong.
Okay,
and he's got issues. He reads cartoons. He reads cartoons.
I know you have trouble with the big words in the cartoons.
All right. So the bottom line
Head Start is doing a wonderful job.
The economy, don't you believe? Because these people here are coming here, and it comes down to money. I really believe that if you can get more people registered from being illegal immigrants to being legal or going back and coming back and register, finding sponsors, all that generates revenue. And I think it's a point right now in America, there's 2 points, because I believe that the Republican Party looks at it from a revenue standpoint and that the Democrats are looking at it from free votes because amnesty is being thrown on the table. It's the bottom line. So the Republicans, to me, their counterpart is saying, we're not going to allow amnesty. We're basically going to say you're going to become here legal, and if you're not here legally, we want you deported by the laws that are already in place, which I'll agree with you, Mario, on.
Unless you got some money.
Well, for me, I accept the fact that being a public figure, running for the United States Senate, you're in the top position outside of the presidency. You're going to deal with everything, and you have to be ready to deal with everything. Whether it's health care, whether it's immigration, whether it's defense, whether it's monetary policy, whether it's foreign policy. But at the end of the day, what do I really want to be known as? I want to be known as the guy that helped put the small business community back on the map. I want to be known as a friend to small businesses. And that's why the centerpiece of my campaign really is a proposal to help small businesses, help high-tech startups, young people that want to invent the next new great product, online service, software service, the cure to cancer. And a lot of those businesses start out with less than 5 people and less than a couple $100,000. And so that's how come I think that we need to reform.
Why would you, real quick, tell me, why would you make a better senator? Why are you the Senate? I mean, we know Barbara Boxer has all issues. I'm glad we didn't go into the Boxer attack. We know she's a loser. The Democrats don't even accept her. Matter of fact, the LA Times don't support her. Real quick, tell me why you.
Well, I think I have a better temperament than Chuck. I think Chuck has demonstrated over time that he's a little bit cantankerous, and that would be a 6'4" version of Barbara Boxer.
Okay.
I think.
Wow, that's a man and drag queen. Are you saying that Chuck would look like a drag queen?
No, Al said I didn't say that. You said it. Al, she said it. You did.
I just said he's a little bit cantankerous.
Woo!
And I
Barbara
think
and
there's
Box.
a constituency for
Barbara
that. You know, I've seen some of the blog reports. You know, they see him as relentless. But the bottom line is that that's why I had an event hosted at the NRSC and had a meeting with Senator Cornyn, is because I didn't have that kind of a reputation.
Okay.
I think that I'm a much better choice than Carly Fiorina because, number one, we've seen what it's like when we've had elected officials that don't know what the price of a loaf of bread is, or the fact that bread is now, the grocery store is now self-checkout, or how to pump their own gas. And so by nominating a, white, up in a White Castle type of CEO personality, we're already coming out of the
So
gate.
you're saying you're able to connect to the people, that he is more like a Barbara Boxer and Carly and the rest of them, and you stand outside the box. You're truly connected with the urban and the party and what is needed to make this party change in California better.
Exactly. And I mean, you look at Tom, and he is maybe the smartest.
We don't even give Tom any time here. The bottom line, because Tom jump races, I have issues with that. Tom ran for governor, and then Tom's running for Senate. He's that typical politician that jumps seats just to be jumping.
Well,
I need a candidate that's consistent. You ain't got to go. We all know that. So
I mean,
I voted for 28 years.
I haven't done this in 18 years. The last time I did it, to hire and fire and build a business. When you decide to do it, you're going to be able to run for something a lot bigger than city council or state rep, and here I am, and I'm glad I waited.
Al Ramirez, ladies and gentlemen. You can go to Al Ramirez website. You can go to ALRAMIREZ.com. Go to Facebook, go to Twitter. He's a blogger. He is out there. He's on the internet. Please vote for Al. Send him money. He needs MONEY. I want to give a shout out. I don't have much time for my shout outs. Nick Brown, thank you so much on my website for being on my Facebook and calling me and getting in touch with me. Meg Whitman, still running. We love her. Pete Ketcherson, John Stamwright, Diane Lennon. These are people from our group that have been on our show. Let's talk about some people out of state. Robert Allen Mansfield from Pennsylvania, the governor. He's running for governor. Check him out. Aquanetta Ward, she's running for the assembly in the 63rd district. Aquanetta. We're going to have her on the show. That's a sister, Aquanetta. God, come on now. And let's talk about another sister running for office, Star Parker. You guys are familiar with Star Parker, who's been very much on the circuit for many years for the Republican Party. Star Parker is running for the 37th Congressional District. Go to Star Parker for Congress. She's running for Congress, and you can go to www.aquanetta.org to learn to spell it. Hey, we got that much time. All I need you to do is check out. That's your cousin. Lord help him. Thank you so much, family. Love you. HipHopRepublican.tv.com. Shout out to Richard.
Rebroadcast 4 p.m. daily.
4 p.m. daily.
Rebroadcast every day at 4 o'clock.
Every day now we're broadcasting.
Rebroadcasting on Pack Stereo.
Pack Stereo. Family, thank you so much for watching HipHopRepublican.tv.com. I am Shirley Hussar, H-U-S-A-R. Please Twitter me, Facebook me, email me, send my videos out, talk about us, because we're growing, baby. We're going national, and we're growing worldwide. Growing. Thank you so much. Thank you, Al.
Thank you.
Is that a sexy Latino man? Ooh.
He's single.
And he's single, ladies. Hey. Who picked this music?
My name Jeff, and panties get wet. Every time more or less you gon' lose your breath. Prove well that my stamina's a factor in this. Even if I'm not around, who you think of all the time? Conversation that we had, put a chill in your spine. Led us both to the Marriott.